Marco here from Fair Realty with your March 2023 market update for Victoria, BC. Not an exciting update. Basically, at this point, the market is slow, steady, stable. Let's start with the slow part. Sales, 590 sales in the month of March. This was low compared to a 10-year average. The year before, we had 833 sales. 2021, we had 1,173 sales. So we're almost down 50% compared to that crazy year. But if you look at 2020, 2019, 2018, not too far off those years whatsoever. And early on in my career, 2013, 2014, you can see we actually had Marches with less sales on more than double the inventory, and the world did not end at this time or at that time, so it's not going to end this time around either. So basically slow sales. Prices, median single family home price came in at $1,080,000. This was down from the month before of 1.1 million. If you look at the last 8 months, other than a bit of a dip we had in November, prices have really stabilized. I think for single family homes, we've reached a steady, stable plateau that at this point it's not going up or down. There's going to be variation from month to month, but for all intents purposes, prices are flat for single family homes. Condo median was 569,500. This was up from the month before of 547,000. Up from January, which was 530,000. So we've seen condo medians actually trickle up. And I did notice this on the ground. I had a number of buyers looking at condos between 500 and 700,000. The 2-bedroom, 2-bath older condo market is very competitive. Seen lots of condos in this segment go in multiple offers. I think this might be part of the reason being is a lot of buyers have been priced out due to interest rates, due to they've been priced out of townhomes and single family homes. So more and more people are looking at 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condos kind of between 500,000 and 700,000 as an alternative to townhomes and single family homes. So the upward price pressure on condos does not surprise me based on what I'm seeing on the ground. New listings. This is an interesting one. 1,118 new listings. If we exclude 2020, the March of 2020, when, as you know, COVID broke out, this was a 19-year low in terms of new listings coming to market. This isn't even adjusted for population and the fact that Langford, Souk has grown. There's a lot more actual housing inventory. New listings are very low. And this is completely contradicting many theories experts have had in the last 6 to 9 months in terms of that interest rates would put a lot of owners in duress and would bring a ton of inventory to market, which would flood the market and put downward pressure on prices. We're not even seeing 10, 20-year averages for new listings. We're seeing 20-year lows for new listings. Sellers are simply not listing properties for whatever reason, contradictory to what many experts had predicted. Which brings us to active inventory, 1,970 active listings, which you look at the last 10 years. Early on in my career, every March ended with more than 4,000 listings. So we have less than half the listings we had 10 years ago. This is a result of the new listings not coming to market. Despite the slow sales, we have very low active inventory. When you break this down to attractive inventory, the number shrinks. When you break this down to attractive inventory that's reasonably priced, it's very low, which means we're still seeing multiple offers out there despite having very slow sales. Because inventory is low, there's even less quality inventory. When something that's quality hits the market at a reasonable price, it's not unusual for there to be 2, 3, 5 offers and for that property to sell unconditionally. So attractive properties, reasonably priced, are still selling extremely quickly despite the slow sales, despite the low interest rates, despite all the chaos going on around the world. So I guess it brings me to the conclusion there is a lot of uncertainty out there with, the war in Europe, a couple of the banks that have recently failed, a lot of uncertainty out there in the economy, interest rates and everything else. But the Victoria real estate market, if you look at the average single family home prices, for the last 9 months, it's incredibly steady and stable. It's definitely not like Tesla stock, which goes up and down every day, sometimes 6-7%. Real estate in Victoria, boring, steady, and stable for the time being. That's it for now. Marco Duras, Fair Realty.